Hey, I appreciate you watching Mondays with Mike. It's Labor Day here in America, so I hope you're enjoying the Labor Day, either laboring in the flower bed, picking weeds and doing catch-up yard work type stuff, or laboring on the river somewhere, enjoying the day with your family. But the yard work kind of made me think of something. We have flower beds, and Stephanie gets me to pull the weeds out of the flower beds. There's two strategies for pulling weeds. You can just grab the weeds and pull them up, what you're seeing, or you can dig around and pull up the root and remove the weed from the flower bed totally and its ability to grow back. Oftentimes when we weed stuff out of our lives, we just kind of get the visible stuff and don't really deal with the root of the matter, what's really going on to cause the weed to be there to begin with. Likewise with the plants that you want in the flower bed. You got to nourish the root in order for the flower to be the best flower it can be, the beautiful flower you want in your flower garden. Yesterday we spent some time in the flowers, actually pulling up weeds by their roots. The Old Testament was full of revivals that occurred periodically, and what caused the fruit of revival was that Israel dealt with the root systems that were keeping them away from the Lord, and they cultivated a healthy root system that then eventually produced the fruit of revival. In James 4:8, it says, if you draw near to God, He will draw near to you, and in the process you'll purge out the sin, the weeds and the root systems and everything, and He'll cleanse us. And Jesus said in John 15, look, as you're even growing healthy fruit, I'm going to prune you. And you can't bear fruit unless I do a little pruning. So whether it's pruning of the branches or whether it's pulling up root systems, we're going to look this coming next several weeks at Riverview, and feel free to join us if you're remotely. You can join us online. We're just going to look at the root systems of revival so that we can be ready and do our part in case God wants to bring about a revival in this area through us, and particularly in us. So I appreciate you watching Mondays with Mike. This Labor Day, slow down and think about the root system, because we're all praying for revival, because there's chaos everywhere. And in the Bible, when the times were chaotic, eventually someone cried out to God in their distress, and God dealt with their roots and then produced the fruit. I appreciate you watching Mondays with Mike. Be a part of the root system of revival. I'll see you next week. Never forget, you're greatly loved.